Welcome to another Ambitionality software tutorial. In this tutorial, using Positions and OpDoc Compliance Part 2, which is Part 2 of a two-part series, we will introduce and demonstrate how positions affect compliance, how users can acknowledge and comply with OpDocs, and how publishers may view compliance records and remind users to comply with specific OpDocs and groups of OpDocs. Let's go ahead and get started. I am currently logged in as Hermes of Planet Express. Let's take a look at the OpDocs for My Position area of our dashboard. We first see that each position to which we are assigned is listed under My Positions. Below that is a list of all OpDocs to which our positions are currently assigned as a position or backup position. Additionally, a list of all OpDocs which apply to all positions is provided. Each OpDoc appearing in these lists is color-coded. Clicking on the Show Key link reveals a key for the color coding. Blue indicates that the OpDoc is approved and we have viewed and acknowledged our compliance for it. Red indicates that the OpDoc is approved but that we have not viewed and acknowledged our compliance for it. Green indicates that the OpDoc is still being written and is not yet in approved form, and our compliance is not yet required. Seeing an item in green is a quick way to tip me off that a policy or procedure is being written that will affect my responsibilities. This way, I may be able to jump in and provide some input by reading the OpDoc in progress and supplying helpful comments and criticisms. Seeing an item in red tells me that I need to read and acknowledge my compliance with this OpDoc immediately, since it is now established and applies to my duties. Notice that we have one red item, namely Request for Paid Time Off, and it applies to our HR scheduler position. We can view this OpDoc by clicking the link which directs us to the OpDoc details screen. We see immediately a large red boxed message at the top of the component area. This notice provides a short affirmation that we understand and agree to the contents of this OpDoc, since it applies to our position. To acknowledge our understanding and compliance, we place a check in the supplied checkbox and click Confirm Agreement. Upon doing so, the red notice disappears and is replaced with a message indicating that we have successfully recorded our compliance. Now, let's take another look at our dashboard. Now we see that the Requesting Paid Time Off OpDoc link appears in blue and that we have no other OpDocs out of compliance. Next, let's take a look at how a publisher can use compliance information. Now we are logged in as Leela, who has been assigned the role of publisher within the OpDoc wizard. We can view compliance records by selecting Compliance Report from the OpDoc wizard menu. We are directed to a report which indicates every OpDoc that requires compliance and which employees have complied or not complied. Compliance records which are required but missing appear in red. Compliance records that have been received appear in white. We can see from this list that there are a lot of employees out of compliance. To view only those records for a specific employee, expand the filter options, select a contact name from the contact list, and click Refresh. Now we see a list of all Hermes required compliance records and see that he is in full compliance. Note in particular that as Hermes just acknowledged his compliance a few minutes ago, the Requesting Paid Time Off compliance record shows as submitted today. For the final leg of our tutorial, let's quickly take a look at sending out reminders to contacts that are out of compliance. To send out email reminders to out-of-compliance contacts, we must first filter the list to display all compliance records that we wish to send out reminders for. Once we have filtered our list appropriately, we simply select Email Reminders from the Actions menu. An email is automatically sent to each contact, only one email per contact, notifying them that they have at least one OpDoc for which their compliance is required and instructing them to log in and submit their acknowledgement. This completes our tutorial. Thank you.